You guys are live.
For points.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Pro Rec Season 1, Week 1 at North Baltimore High School. This is Jalen Myers, joined by Mike Bennett. A little bit of a late start to live stream, but we have Game 1, the Force facing off against the Swift. That's a three-pointer by Brody Noggle, no good. Swift bringing it the other way. Smooth three in transition by Alex Vandenbush.
Damien, our ref, said it was a two-pointer. Toe must be on the line.
Julian Hagemeyer on the follow. Yep, not priority.
Levi Squire with a nice three-pointer.
Thurman Lonishak inbound to Kyle Artino, the big man. Kyle Artino should be the tallest person in Pro Rec at 6'8". Dylan Zabo from Holgate High School picking up some intense defense. Swings it over to Noggle. Sean Watson in the corner, GM of the Force. Turns it over. Zabo the other way. Going the other way. Brody Noggle's seeing a lot of action handling the ball today. That three no good. Probably a quick one. Thurman Lonishak known for his good passes. It's going to swing around over to Zabo. Three is good by Zabo. The Swift is ran by Jacob Schmeltz from Eastwood High School. And if you don't know, Pro Rec basketball does start with a draft each season. Each team has a GM. Those GMs draft their teams. Sean Watson being GM of the Force as he goes to the line. And that was not a shooting foul. Rebound Artino out to Thurman Lonishak, the big man. Running point, pulls up in transition. Yes.
And Thurman's off to a quick 8 points here in the first quarter. Hit 2 threes already.
And he has a hot hand. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. Another turnover by the Force. It's a rough first quarter.
That was a nice steal there by Sean.
And no vertical on the layup there. Zabo throws it up. 10 seconds left.
Throws it out of bounds. Definitely a wasted possession there by the Swift.
Force with 7 seconds left. Noggle drives. Out to the GM Watson. Thurman might got a piece of that. First quarter ends Swift up 21-14.
And we're back with the second quarter.
Great for the Swift. No good. Offensive rebound. Fursden from Elmwood High School. Brody Noggle with the ball again. I don't know if he's supposed to be their point guard. Out to Julian Hagemeyer.
Nice pass.
Into Watson. No good. Rebound Artino.
Jake Schmeltz checks in for the first time today.
Vanderbush. No. Julian Hagemeyer. To me, the biggest question mark of the season. Schmeltz tries to take a charge. Hagemeyer might have avoided contact. Vanderbush gets up pretty easily.
I think he thought about a dunk there, but he changed his mind the last second and decided to take the points.
Watson on the wing. Into Fursden. A couple of big bodies. Hagemeyer. No good.
I'm not really seeing much of a game plan right now as far as the fours go. It's kind of all out there. You see the Swift, they're really relying on Alex and Thurman right now, really kind of putting it to them. Alex has got a quick 10 points ready here in the second quarter.
Fours try to get something going. Not a lot of identity we're seeing here. Another turnover. Zabo leads the break over to Vanderbush. It's going to be no. Cleans it up. Kyle Artino. Hagemeyer in transition. A quick one. Not sure you really want that shot. Schmeltz, one-on-one, Noggle. Gets the line. That's what he does. Jacob Schmeltz, GM of the Swift from Eastwood High School. Really a rec league veteran.
At Eastwood, he came up 3 points shy of 1,000 points, unfortunately. I mean, that's got to be pretty heartbreaking.
Are you sure about that?
That's what he said, yeah. 987.
Who said that?
Schmeltz.
I thought I remember him scoring 1,000 on us.
Maybe he did that.
I think he did because I'm pretty sure.
1,000.
I'm pretty sure he scored 1,000 on me.
Oh.
At Otsego in his building. I have a bad memory. Bad memory of that.
But you ended up winning the one game, so.
Yeah, I got him back with a game-winning buzzer beater back at Otsego. So Hagemeyer with the rebound here, bringing it the other way. And we know he can get up.
Oh, side of the lane. He probably should have dunked that. Nice thing about when it comes to pro rec, a lot of these guys that are in this league have played against each other in high school, so it's fun to play them 3 or 4 years afterwards and see where guys are at. You can definitely tell which guys have continued to play and which guys just play on Sundays.
Drew Sessler checking in for the Swift, as does Levi Squire. Rebound Thurman ahead to Sessler. Swift are really pushing the break, and that's a wide open three for a good shooter. No good.
I don't know. Nice bucket there by Julian Hagemeyer throughout the double.
Oh, yeah. Three by Sean Watson.
Thurman puts up another one, rims out. Brody Noggle for 3. Missed. Thurman with another rebound. Outlet pass to Schmeltz. Takes it to the rim. Picks up a foul and one. Jake Schmeltz.
I don't know if it's my phone.
Jake Smelch completes the back end of a and one. 350 left to go in the second quarter, 32-21. The Swift are leading the Force. Alex Vanderbush for three, no good. Rebound, Julian Hagemeyer. Nice steal by Alex. Layup, Alex Vanderbush. Alex Vanderbush with 12 points here in the first half already. 34-21. Swift are leading Force. Nice steal by Drew. Outlet pass stolen. Julian goes in. Nice hand by Thurman again. He saves it but throws it out of bounds. Thurman, Lawn, and Sack all over the place defensively right now.
That's what he does.
You wouldn't think of it. Thurman's got sneaky good hands when it comes defensively and even just offensively. He just does.
First one no good by Hagemeyer. Like I said, this is my biggest question mark. Maybe in the league, Julian Hagemeyer. 4th overall pick. Is that right, by the Force?
Yeah.
Wasn't at the showcase. He played a few games in the LBL. To me, didn't show a lot. But from what I hear, he's a high upside guy. He's obviously athletic. But your 4th overall pick, you really want to see some. You really want to see a lot of that, a lot from him. First and in with the offensive rebound, saved by Hagemeyer. Out to Noah Bryan for three. No. Good strong box out by Lonasak, and that's what he does. He throws it ahead to Squire, deep in the corner.
Levi Squire might be the steal of the draft. Picked last by Jake Schmeltz.
Irrelevant. Noah Bryan to Hagemeyer at top. Three. No good. Squire with the offensive rebound. It's going to stay with the Swift.
Starting to see some frustration on Force's face right now.
Squire again. Good. Hagemeyer saves it under his own basket. But it works out up ahead to Watson, and that's not very good defense by the Swift.
37-24. Swift are leading with a minute and a half left to go in the second quarter.
Thurman pulls up. No.
That was a nice putback there by Drew Sessler.
And bad pass by Hagemeyer.
A lot of turnovers so far by the Force here.
Oh, the big man showing off the dribble moves to Squire for another one. No. Force the other way. They're trying to cut this deficit before going into halftime. Down 15. Strong drive. That's a nice take, and he can't finish it. On the Force, though, I like to see that strong take. A lot of these guys probably haven't played basketball in a while. You at least want to see some aggression.
Hagemeyer's really shown his frustration a little bit here. Definitely frustrated with some turnovers and missed shots.
Jacob Pelton with a nice two. Thurman Lonasak, he's a threat from there. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of zone from the Force. Squire, nice drive. Artino turns it over. Bryan the other way. Watson's
Another steal by Thurman.
With 15 seconds left, Vandenbush into the paint. Oh! No foul. Zabo with the putback. 3 seconds left. Into Hagemeyer. The heave. No good. Your score at halftime, 41-26 Swift. And we are back. Swift up the 15-point lead against the Force. Alex Vandenbush off to a good start. I know he was, I wouldn't say a question mark, but he had a few good seasons in the LBL, a few inconsistent seasons, but from what I've heard, he's been playing a lot. He's in shape, and I think that's what we're seeing here today.
Ball is inbounded.
Also, real quick, just want to shout out North Baltimore High School for allowing us to get in the gym as Schmeltz hits a 3 there from Vandenbush. Again, we're very grateful. We used to run this at Otsego. Obviously, everything's a little crazy with COVID, but North Baltimore has been so generous as to let us in. So, shout out NB.
We're very excited about our new company, ProRec. For those of you who are unsure of what we are, big thing is we're just changing the way sports are experienced. So we want to try to give a professional experience to the everyday player. Definitely a different atmosphere than most of your men's leagues. Do a lot of extra for the guys, and it really shows.
Thurman puts up a corner 3, no good. Missed Vandenbush wide open in the corner. As Hagemeyer uses a screen. Can't get anything going. Pelton on the wing.
See Thurman jawing a little bit with Julian.
Hagemeyer No good. He's really struggled from deep today. Schmeltz open 3. And I don't care if he misses that. You can't give him that.
You cannot leave Jake Schmeltz open. I think as guys start to play a little bit more in this league and kind of see who's who, if you don't know who they are, you'll definitely know who Jake Schmeltz is after a few games.
Athletic strong take by Hagemeyer. Missed it point blank, and he's upset about that one as Vanderbush gets an easy one. I think a little bit of frustration setting in for the rookie Hagemeyer.
I think the force in general right now just looks a little deflated. They not really moving around.
Noah Bryan misses a 3. Vanderbush turns the corner. Can't get it to go. It's going to go the other way.
Forced ball. This past Friday we had our first draft, and for all the highlights from that, check out our YouTube channel, which you're on right now. Watch that. Highlights how special that night really is for all these guys who played high school basketball, maybe played college, but then there's we have guys in the league who may not have had that opportunity. So it's a special night for a lot of guys.
3 by Noah Bryan in the corner. Cuts it to 17. Vanderbush, tough 3. Yes.
20-point game right now in the third quarter.
Vanderbush is feeling it. Brady Nog off the screen, over to Watson. Tough 3. Swift.
Nice.
Beautiful pass by Schmeltz. Artino doesn't have the hands. Hagemeyer, strong drive. I think he can get that all day.
Yeah. He's got to shake off the rust a little bit here, and he's up there focusing, putting it in, because he's probably the most athletic player on the court right now as far as being able to get to the hoop.
Ooh, Dallas, that's a beautiful take off the Heezy.
Dallas is known for those kind of moves, though. Previous seasons and stuff, he's sneaky shifty.
Skip pass over to Bryan. Mid-range jumper, no good. Szabo with another rebound. Force having trouble getting back. Corner to Squire. Puts it up. No good.
I love to see Jake Schmeltz in there rebounding. It's definitely something that he's not known for, but it's good to see him doing that.
Squire with the Euro. No. Some sloppy basketball this year. Out of bounds, staying with the force. Swift up 20 with 4 minutes left in the third. Nagel's going to try a 3. No, sir. Schmeltz, transition 3. Off the glass.
It's very unlike Schmeltz to see that.
And getting a little sloppy here in North Baltimore. We're going to get a timeout. .3:30 left in the third. Swift up 51. Force 33. This is about how I expected it to go. Swift have a pretty good team. Force, I think the biggest question mark. Well, one, I think it's pretty obvious that GM Sean Watson drafted a lot of the hometown guys, a lot of his friends. But we've seen that before with new GMs. It can be tempting to draft your buddies, guys, but it's an 8-week season, potentially 11 weeks through the playoffs, and it can get frustrating if you're not competitive.
And this year it's a lot different with Jake Schmeltz's team. He's been known to do that, have his Eastwood boys on his team. It's probably the most different team he's ever had. But he's one of the smartest GMs in the league and definitely drafted a good team. Just excited to see where they go the rest of the season after game 1 here.
As Thurman brings it up, likes to play the little bit of a point forward. Still seeing the zone from the force. I don't think they've really switched from that. Still down 17. We'll see if they make adjustments as Hagemeyer brings it the other way. And that's a great idea. I don't think Noggle was ready for it.
And I think Hagemeyer's got to use his athleticism there on third. He can go up and get to the rim, draw a foul.
And a beautiful pass by Kiefer. Again, Artino caught with his hands in his pockets.
There's been a couple of those now where they've dropped some dimes to him and he just hasn't been able to grab onto it.
Not a lot of offensive action by the Force. Not one pass in that possession as Vandenbush turns it over.
Try to get a little fancy there. Used a quarter move when he could have used a penny.
As we just see Brett Fitzwater entering the gym. Sean Watson hits a 3. Brett Fitzwater, part of the first, well, technically second trade. We did have a trade on draft night. Last night, trade went through. Brett Fitzwater, initially drafted by the Mad Cherries, traded over to the Nightmare. Gets reunited with his close friend, played together in high school, Jake Schwiefert. Mad Cherries get in return Jordan Smith from Old Fort. Pretty athletic guard as Hagemeyer hits a mid-range shot there. I think that was a good trade for both teams. I think the Mad Cherries came out on top of that, though. They really drafted big, as I'm here with the GM of the Mad Cherries. I'm sure you'd probably agree.
Definitely was looking around the league at size, and we already have a couple big guys, and you got to look at it in terms of matchups, what other teams have. You got to be able to look at the beginning of the season and realize that you might be lacking in an area, and definitely excited about having Jordan on the team, quick lefty guard, physical guard. Definitely excited to see how we all gel today.
It's a good inside move by Hagemeyer. Force cut it to 11 with a minute and a half left in the third.
I think the Swift are kind of getting away from what they've been doing. They're chucking a lot of threes, not really running in transition.
As Brian in transition, Sessler commits the foul. Brian with the and one. Cuts it to 9. Minute left in the third. Brian goes to the line.
Manager Jake Schmeltz checks back in the game. I think he wants to get this under control a little bit.
Levi Squire also checking in for the what's going on here. And I think the Swift accidentally had 6 players on the court. Artino checks out. Squire also checks in for the Swift. That free throw no good by Brian. Misses the close one from Schmeltz. Hagemeyer brings it up. Over to Watson for 3. Yes! Cuts it to 6. Force are climbing back in this.
Not really liking what I'm seeing from the Swift right now, as Jake Schmeltz hits a nice jumper.
.30 seconds left. Brian brings up the ball. Over to Hagemeyer, down to Watson. Watson wants another. No good. Rebound Fursden. Quick hands by Lonasak, and that's going to go the other way. 18 seconds left. 53-45. Swift is up.
Thurman's got some quick hands. You don't expect it, but a lot of times he's just in there and slaps it right out of your hand. It's pretty frustrating as a player.
Thurman with the tough one. Eyeball, yes. 8 seconds left, but he turns it over. Levi Squire with the steal and the score. 3 seconds left. Brian the other way. I don't know what that was. That might have been a travel. No good.
I tell you what, after watching this game, Jake Schmeltz so far through game 1 has had to steal the draft with Levi Squire in the last pick of the draft.
Mr. Irrelevant out to prove a point. Swift end it 58-45. going into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. And we're back to start the Force turnover. Thurman. Force are down 11. Zabo, Mr. Irrelevant, wide open in the corner. Doesn't get it to go, but Schmeltz with the board. Doesn't get it, but he gets it back over to Thurman. Swings it over to Squire, and they're going to slow it down a little bit. Force still in a zone. To their credit, though, they've cut the lead. They cut a 20-point lead.
I talked to Sean Watson, GM of the Force before the game. He talked about running a zone, and I don't know if it's the greatest move because the Swift have a lot of good three-point shooters between Vanderbush, Squire. Really, everybody out there right now can hit a three.
Vanderbush for three. No, Hagemeyer with the board.
Hagemeyer hits a three. 8-point game now.
And Force are trying to make this one interesting as Brian picks up Schmeltz. Ooh. And nice zero by Schmeltz, but doesn't get the finish. You're seeing a lot of rust from a lot of these guys as Hagemeyer corrals another rebound and pulls up in transition. Yes. Cuts it to 5.
5-point game, but 6 minutes left to go. It's anybody's ball game at this point. I think the Swift are playing a little flat-footed right now.
Thurman with a quick three in and out, but an offensive rebound again. Another one in and out. And Force with a chance to cut the lead again, and Brody Noggle is going to go to the line.
Alex didn't like that call.
Yeah, Vanderbush is going to play with intensity.
Yeah.
5:45 left in the fourth. Swift up 5. Force really making a comeback here. Misses the first one. Hits the second, cuts it to 4. Vanderbush with a tough one. I don't know if I think you can get a better shot there.
Yeah.
Brody Noggle is not afraid to shoot it apparently, but Hagemeyer with the follow is going to go to the line.
Thurman with the old man point up in the air amidst to his foul.
End up on that one.
Definitely saw that a lot in the older days. Now it's a lot of arguing and whatnot, so definitely respect it.
And Bonasek doesn't want to give up any easy ones as Vanderbush and Squire are going to check out for the Swift. Artino and Sessler in. Just subbed out 2 guards for 2 big men. We'll see if that changes the dynamic of the game here as Hagemeyer cuts it to 2. And still seeing a zone from the Force as Schmeltz with an open 3, no good, but the big fella Artino is going to get a second possession. Good pass over to Lonasek for 3. Yes.
You cannot leave him or Jake Schmeltz open. I don't care if they miss or not. You cannot leave them open. Once they get that hot, they're hot, and it's hard to stop them.
Hagemeyer can't answer.
A lot of three-pointer shot in this game. I think you're going to see that a couple weeks as guys get their legs back under them. Tough to run up down the court. You haven't played in a while.
As Thurman hits a tough one, and he's going to commit a smart foul, stops the transition. The Swift with 14 fouls here in the second half. And Artino slaps it out of bounds. Hagemeyer fighting for inside position, but that's going to be a foul on Zabo.
That's a tough call as Fursden kind of inbounded it almost on the ground.
They're going to go back down to Fursden. Watson relocates. Doesn't get the 3, but Fursden, known for his offensive rebound, and he's upset he's going to lose it, but outlet to Schmeltz with a nice 2.
Very close to an and 1 there. That would have been a big bucket.
Halfway through the fourth, Swift are up 7. Bryan for 3. Yes. Cuts it back down to 4. Full court pressure here from the Force. A little bit, and they're going to trap him. That's a clean grab. Jump ball. Ball stays with Swift.
Swift have yet to use one of their 5 timeouts. I wonder if they're going to use one at some point, kind of regroup.
Schmeltz in the corner, no. Another offensive rebound.
Nice pass.
Thurman Lonasek wide open for 3. No good. Nago's going to let his team catch it. No, he's not. He's going to pull a quick one. Not sure if you want that. Oh, Bryan hanging all over him. Foul called on Noah Bryan.
Thurman kind of running point here, directing traffic. Very experienced player. Definitely a leader on the court. Knows where to be. Knows what to do in a situation like this. Won a few championships in his day. He is 3 of the former league.
Sounds right.
2 with the Kings and 1 with
Artino, the big man, and is just gonna get it back. Swings it over to Schmeltz, and yeah, you can't let that guy get open. That's
you gotta guard him.
Swift up 7. Hagemeyer doesn't go, and Artino with a strong bounce pass.
Guys are starting to look a little tired. Walking up now a little bit, they're definitely looking a little tired. Ooh.
And, Schmeltz and 1. What a pass by Lonasek.
I think this is the most I've ever seen Jake Schmeltz play inside. Schmeltz isn't really known for that, but he's had a lot of rebounds today.
Schmeltz hits the end of the free throw. Is going to check out. Vandenbush comes in. Swift up 10.
2 minutes left to go here.
Hagemeyer one-on-one with Vandenbush, and he's gonna get fouled by, I believe it's Artino.
Looked like some good D to me.
That's 17 fouls on the Swift. Hagemeyer, tough 3. No. And, you're seeing some intensity, at least by the Force, which you like to see, and that's a patented Lonasek full court pass. Vandenbush
Collartino's got to know how big he is and go up with that offensive rebound.
Oh, Hagemeyer. It's a beautiful block. Swift inbound to Zabo. And tough floater. He's looking for foul calls. John with Todd Murphy. Sean Thurston, not known as a three-point shooter, and hits the backboard. Noggle takes a fall.
A little out of control there.
And Lonasak surveys full court. And apparently is the de facto point guard for the Swift.
Jake Schmaltz's teams definitely always have a similar identity. They share the ball, they move the ball well, and they shoot a lot of threes. Grind out a lot of wins.
Under a minute left. Swift go up 11. You're going to think this one's out of reach. And ball's poked away, but Hagemeyer's fighting for it, doesn't get it. And Vanderbush.
He wanted a dunk, I think.
Swift up 14 as this one's all but over. Hagemeyer plays it out though, and he's going to get another 2. Lonasak is maybe going to dribble it out. Vanderbush tries to get another one. He's going to hurt the field goal percentage a little bit with that one. And the first pro rec basketball game is in the books. Swift with a win, 73-61 over the Force. GM Jacob Schmeltz gets the first win in pro rec history. And our next game is going to be the Nightmare against the Pack, starting in about